Alright, what's going on, y'all, man? So, look, we're going to talk about the big shocker as well. Now, we talked about Grayson Carlton last night, but this one was also a big shock. Now, across the board, this is how, obviously, most people picked it. And this is what I'm referring to. As you guys can see, all of them picked Cartersville in order to win this game. Now, look, I picked Cartersville as well, right? Cartersville's undefeated, one of the top teams in North Georgia. I'm like, okay, they're going to win this game. They're going to do what they need to do, right? And when you look at it, 100%, Kell has the more talented roster, but it's just these games they haven't won in the past. But some of those wins, I was telling y'all, like, I didn't pick them to win, but some of those wins they had this season, like when they beat BT, say what you want, BT didn't go like as far as they wanted to, but winning a defensive game, right, against them, I think was big. Cambridge, I know Cambridge lost in the second round of the playoffs, but some of these games they won this year that they haven't really won in the past, that they've struggled with, I think said a lot about Kell. Of course, they had their losses, they different things that they had to go through and deal with, but the fact that they was able to win this game and blow out, put belt on the Cartersville, pleasant surprise. And I even have a video for y'all prior to the game that what was said.
Kell had better players. They got a better roster. They gonna get the dog shit beat out of them. Bro, I think the score is gonna be 35-7.
Now, as y'all all know, that's Julian. He comes on the show, right? He's really plugged in, known all across the state of Georgia. Be plugging kids in, getting them recruited, getting them to their next destination, man. So, obviously, shout out to him. But I've already had Kell coaches hitting me up about it, about that statement itself. So, I had to obviously put that out there and say what he had to say. But nonetheless, man, yeah, man, big win for Kell, though, man. Got to give a shout out to Kell. Phenomenal effort. They looked really good in this game. Mooney Gibson balled out, had multiple touchdowns. Braden Rouse had multiple touchdowns. And they shut down an elite Cartersville offense. That's what it comes down to. Only one touchdown I think I've seen from Brady Marchese. I think he might have scored 14 points. I think it was 47-14 was the final score, I believe. So, outstanding win for Kell, man. Kell is the real deal. Big one coming up against Creekside. I'm going to see about that game. I actually might try to go, depending on where that one's played. But I think it should be at Creekside. If it is, I'm probably going to be at that one, to be honest with y'all. But phenomenal win. They're a talented team. And they've even been called soft this year. I didn't call them soft. You know what I'm saying? Marcus called them soft. But great resolve, a great response. And a team you got to take serious. They got, great running back and, obviously, Katarius Mooney Gibson. Caleb Marchese's been having a phenomenal year. Brock Burris had the game-winning touchdown against Southwest DeKalb. You look at Braden Rouse, obviously what he can do. Nathan Gamane, who's going to Georgia Tech, what he can do on the offensive side of the ball. They got Deion Grant defensively, led by Joel Combe. Braden Rouse, obviously, of course. Stout defensive line. Jalen Williams on the outside. Really good football team, man. And a tough one for Cartersville, man, because they've always been kind of that standard team that you think will, make that run. And they've had some good years, you know what I'm saying? The good thing for them, a lot of their roster is young. I think they got Russell for one more year. They got Maddox Davis, who will probably be the leading receiver next year, 2028. He'll be a junior. They still got, obviously, Cole Crawford for one more year. They still got, obviously, Elijah Peaks for 2 more years, excuse me. So they got talent all up and down that roster, man. So they should be good to go for years to come. But now it's just taking that next step forward, man. But big win for Kell. Got to give a shout out to the boys, man. They came up big, and say what y'all want. It wasn't as big as an upset as Carrollton beating Grayson, but that was a big win for Kell. Nobody took them to win that game, including myself.